Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing a brand new set of floor-standing speakers from PSB. The PSB Imagine T54s. These are compact yet mighty floor-standing speakers, and I'll underline that word, mighty. So many of these compact speakers end up sounding a lot like something not well thought out or maybe even anemic as far as, it's a floor stander. These are not. These are a stunning example of how good a compact floor standing speaker can sound. They've got brand new driver technology trickled down straight out of their reference floor standing speakers, and with 50 years experience in the industry, they're not going to underdo things. It's stunning. So, without further ado, let's have a look. Like any sort of floor standing speaker in this category, they are delivered in two separate boxes. Now, given the fact that these are identical, we're just going to get rid of one and concentrate on one for the purposes of unboxing. Look, as always, hang around for the photographs. We'll take some close-ups of these as I unbox the other set, just to make sure you know where all the accessories and things are. Nevertheless, the box is pretty standard. Designed and engineered in Canada. We've got some delivery information. Model and serial numbers, by the way, are just on the ends. Scannable information for both model and serial. A few other things associated with freighting them, I should say. PSB, loudspeakers, and a few other things there. Kind of a cool box, and it's implying pretty quickly how compact these are. Now, opening these is very, very straightforward. Like most things that we see, they are held closed with basic packing tape. To ensure that they arrive to you in perfect condition, PSB have invested in a second box. Okay? So there's an inner and an outer carton. And the process of opening those can be one of two ways. The first is to take the outer box off, and then concentrate on the inner box. But look, it's pretty straightforward if you know what you're doing with a craft knife to be able to get access to these and take them both off at the same time. So holding that cardboard and leaning it forward so we can just sort of see the speaker for the first time. There's polystyrene sections to ensure that it will be very well supported in freight, and the grill is centrally located. The middle polystyrene is formed to support the speaker and its grill, and the end parts are a full moulded piece. So at this point, like anything that's kind of large, the first thing you need to do is roll around and then lift the box off the speaker. Not try and ruin your back lifting the speaker out of the box. So there's the other half of the polystyrene supporting things. Now in the box, to ensure that the packaging, and bearing in mind that with cardboard boxes utilised, they've used both a combination of desiccant bags and an anti-mould and mildew bag, to ensure that it sort of keeps in good condition in transit. Looking at the speaker, actually first of all let's just pause. There's a basic setup guide, a little bit of information along with a warranty card, a line drawing and pictorial in a Ziploc bag. Now the speakers have polystyrene on either end, and the easiest given the accessories, and that's the thing, right? See, the accessories are all down one end. So when you're unboxing these, identify which end has those accessories and put that upright. And then use a craft knife to gain access by the simple process of sort of nicking that packing tape and then sort of tearing away, which, as you can see, lifts a few of these sort of things off. The speakers come with a series of spikes and adjustable pads to ensure if you're using them on a hardwood or carpeted floor, all of those options are covered off. There's a series of those in little plastic bags. I won't bore you by opening them all, but please, as always, hang around for some photographs and you'll see the accessories and things like that all close up. So there's a series of floor protectors for the spikes, along with, and again, just a simple nick of the packing tape that secures those. So as you see, there's a series of floor protectors, a series of screw-on pads, and then the spikes. Now there's a set of 4 in each of the boxes. And there's the spike, and again, hang around for the photographs, you'll see it, it's kind of cool. There we go. Now lifting the polystyrene off and pausing for a second, there's all the cutouts that I showed you with the accessories in them. Okay, that. Spin it round just so you can kind of see. We've got the PSB logo and the Imagine T54 as far as the model and things in the grill. So let's pause and have a look. The grill packaging, look, to avoid the potential of cutting the grill brand new out of the box, I've opened just one end. The grill is supported with a little piece of polystyrene, and then it's pretty straightforward to slide the grill out of the cardboard box. Now these speakers are in the white option. Classically, the whole range is available in black, and then certain ones will be available in white in the New Zealand market. It's a satin or painted finish, which is very, very cool. It's very common at this price point to see the lower grade sort of melamine or laminate materials being used. It's great that they've offered a painted material, which again offers a lot more longevity as far as just those marks and things that appear over time with speakers. Looking at the grill, again, it's protected with one of those desiccant bags. Get rid of that. So the grill is, as I said, white. It's acoustically transparent. On the inside you can see the darker materials that they've utilised to ensure a consistency of look, so that the drive units don't appear reflective from any light within the room. It's a nice little feature. There's little cutaways associated with which way this should go up, and even the magnets themselves are protected with a little bit of a cloth pad to ensure that they can't chatter should the volume get a little bit more prestigious. Putting that off to one side. Then the speaker itself is protected with a soft cloth bag. Now the easiest at this point is to sort of take enough of the bag off to gain access to the outrigger feet, and then lift it off the polystyrene, the last piece. Okay. And then fully remove the bag, sliding it down and rolling it off like that. Now this is where the understated size of the speaker becomes quite obvious. You can see proportionally it's very compact. Just quietly spinning it around. I'm going to turn this over obviously. There's a couple of main things that we look for in these speakers. So firstly, it's a combination of several drive units. We see a 1-inch titanium dome tweeter. We see then a 4-inch mid-range driver, and then 2 5¼ bass drivers paralleled up. The cabinet design sees separate cabinets being utilised for each of the bass drivers to ensure that they can be tuned brilliantly for the dynamics associated with a much bigger floor-standing speaker, yet for a very compact size. The speaker itself features the PSB logo in the central down the bottom, and again the outrigger feet that I alluded to. They're steel and they're pre-tapped, ready for the combination of spikes and cups. Design element wise, there's a tapering effect on the front, and all the way around the drive units we see little design elements that are designed to perhaps add a visual appeal to the product. But all of these are also designed to ensure that the reflection is minimized and the disbursement into a room of the sound is maximized. These tiny little engineering things that we would just glance and not even sort of understand have been all adhered to brilliantly by PSB. We see, by the way, with the mid-range driver, a bullet-shaped dust cap. This is utilised to ensure that all of the frequencies end up in the room and we don't see any potential for cancellation or noting in the very, very critical mid-range elements of things. The bass drivers, these are all using a composite carbon fibre material, pressed and baked. It's brilliant. Again, tilting that forward just so that the camera catches that design element, we see for a moment that these aren't very deep. Like most PSB speakers before these, to camouflage their physical requirements, they've gone with quite a narrow front and a relatively deep cabinet to give the bass drivers the cabinet design and port and air management within the cabinet to ensure that it can offer prestigious control of bass from what is going to be visually a narrow front. They've added that depth to give the cubic area required. It's at the back though that we see another unique design element. Instead of a traditional round port, PSB has used an elaborate design to use a sort of a flange, a slot for their port, to try and eliminate any potential for port chuffing and minimising the effect of that on any surface that the speaker might be up against. They've used a slot. Except as I implied with the dual cabinetries for the bass drivers, you'll see that there are two slots. So it's brilliant, and again this would be ludicrously expensive to try and deliver, but PSB has managed to do so at such a cost-effective price point. Remember, PSB have been doing this for a very long period of time, more than 50 years. Paul and Sue Barton, of course PSB, that's what it stands for, have been, they started out making kit set speakers in his dad's garage. It's a lifetime of engineering and passion for our industry. So it's brilliant to see, and of course we see it trickling down into a really cost-effective speaker like this one. On the back we've got the PSB logo and the model, the T54. Now there's a bigger version, the T65. Look out for that video, it'll be coming up soon as well. Nevertheless, this is the more compact T54. It's the Imagine series and proudly designed and engineered in Canada. Then we see a four-way binding post with those classic little black and red caps that ensure that they meet the international standards for binding posts to eliminate banana plugs. But here in New Zealand, classically you use your fingernail, drag it underneath and scrape them out and get rid of them. Or a little screwdriver or something like that. Okay. Nevertheless, they're five-way binding posts, and the speakers can be bi-amped and bi-wired. Bi-wiring is a minimum, you would expect, because it eliminates the potential fragile connection between the top and bottom crossover networks within the cabinet. Then finally we see scannable information that reflects the serial number that was on the box. So there we have it. PSB's T54, stunning, compact, floor-standing speaker, proudly unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.